morning, everybody, and welcome to this very special edition of a weekly message from Jesus. Today, our Lord is going to join us. He's here now as I'm speaking to you. And I hope that all of you are having an incredible holiday season. I hope that you are relaxing, enjoying family, showing love, helping others. So, our Father is ready to speak to us, so let us begin. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for listening on this time as you celebrate my birth. Why did God have to live a life as a human? Well, the answer to that is I needed to walk among you. I needed you to hear my words. You see, there's no way that the people 2,000 years ago, or many of you even today, are capable of believing in an all powerful spirit energy. In the days of my birth, the Romans worshipped idols. They thought those were the gods. I felt it was very important that they understood that that isn't God. Those stone idols, oh, they're very fancy, but they don't represent me. I am something extremely different from what the people of the time worshipped or understood. They had to understand that there is a single deity. It was incredibly difficult for them to understand that I am a simple energy. Well, not a simple energy. I'm probably the most complex energy ever developed. But there's no way that the people of the time could have understood just exactly what I am if I hadn't walked among them. I had to do things special. I had to create miracles. Through miracles, people could understand. Those that observed the miracles would tell others, and they would soon believe that in human form I had very special abilities. That was the whole intent. I had to be able to convince those around me that I had special abilities as well. You see, the concept of heaven was not clearly defined. Many people thought that when they died, it was over. Many people still believe that. Can you imagine after 2,000 years? Plus, many people still believe that there's no God, no heaven, no afterlife. You ought to see the look on their souls' faces when they pass. They cannot believe. The main thought that goes through their head is, "Oh my, I made a terrible mistake." The guides will speak to them and then they'll understand just how big of a mistake they made, but they made a mistake. If they spoke against me, they made a big mistake. If they just simply didn't believe, but still led a good life, they're not harshly punished. We want you to believe. That's why I come to you every week. I bring you words to help you believe. If you don't, well, that's your free will. You can make up your own mind. But when you pass, you'll believe. Everyone does. They go to heaven. There is absolutely no exception. So you see, my birth was the beginning of Christianity. Christianity had to have a beginning. And for that beginning to take place, I had to walk among humans. I needed the individuals that I walked among to believe. If I had not been successful in making them believe, Christianity would not be in existence today. But there were so many that had this incredible belief that followed me that you're still hearing my words thousands of years later. It all began on the day of my birth. You celebrate my birthday today. It'll be up in a couple days. Many of you are just simply going to give presents. You don't understand. You walk in and you say, Happy Holidays. Well, it's not. It's Christmas. It's my birthday. You're celebrating my birthday, the first day of my human life. That is the day that belief in Christianity began. There were miracles associated with my birth. The wise men. That's a true story. Many people try to say it isn't, that it could have never happened. But the wise man came to see me as a child, as a small baby. I was a baby like all of you were when you were born. Now, I had a few more energies than you do or did, but it was the same concept. Each of you, when you were born, that was your beginning. When you pass, that's the end of your incarnate life. Your body will be dead. It will pass on to dust, one way or another. You may try to preserve it. You may think that if you freeze your head, you'll be able to come back, but you won't. You see, just as I lived a single life, you will live a single life in that body. Your soul can come back in other bodies. I may choose to come back sometime. But your soul energy passes into heaven, and you make a decision what you want to do at that point. You decide whether you want to return as a human, whether you want to just stay where you are, whether you're happy in the realms. Life is very complicated. I meant it that way. But it all begins on the day of your birth. I really appreciate the people that truly celebrate my birthday. I want them to show charity. I want them to help others. I want them to give. I want them to show love. But I want you to do this every day. But I especially want you to do it as you begin to celebrate my birth. Christmas. Remember the name. It's not a happy holiday. Christmas is a time of beginning. We talked of this before. We talked of it earlier. Christmas is a time that I want you to contemplate how you will live the remainder of your incarnate life. You can choose to help others. You can choose to simply help yourself. If you think personal gain, fame, and wealth is the most important thing that you can ever achieve, then you need a new beginning. Christmas is a great time to contemplate a new beginning. I keep saying that. Christmas is a time to sit back and understand what you've done with your life. Show love to your family. If you have youngsters, show love to them, show guidance to them. Understand that they are the key to the future. There are many things that you can do at Christmas. You can be depressed. You can think of suicide. Many people do. People that are by themselves will find my birthday a very depressing time. They look at others being happy with their families, and they think that nobody loves them. Take time to visit senior facilities, shelters, do things for the homeless. Many of them are absolutely wonderful people that have just been down on their luck. This current economy of the world makes it incredibly difficult on people. War has forced millions of people to leave their homes. Think of how their Christmases are. They're going to be very difficult. The economy is taking wealth from people. That's what inflation does. Many people are having trouble even affording a Christmas dinner. Think about those. If you know an individual that you don't feel will have any company for Christmas, will not be able to have a dinner, invite them into your home. Many great relationships have started like that. I enjoy my birthday. It was my time of beginning as a human. I want you to celebrate my birthday because it should be your time of rebirth. Christmas, it's a magnificent time. Christmas can be a terrible time. But do your best to make it a wonderful time for others, a wonderful time for yourself, and a wonderful time for your family. Now, I'm going to do something a little differently today. I'm going to ask you to pray with me. You don't have to ask God to do anything because I am God and I'm going to pray with you. So bow your head. I want you to feel my loving energy and I want you to listen to my prayer. Today, I want all of you to be surrounded by the love and the light of God. I am speaking to you in this special week. I hear you when you speak to me. There are times that I cannot give you for what you ask. But there are times that I can guide, and there are times that I can help you fulfill your wonderful life plans with which you've returned. Believe in me. Know that I am the way. Know that I am the light that will guide you until you return home to heaven. Know all these things. Know that I ask you to lead a simple life. Know that I ask you to do unto others as you would have them do to you. Know that heaven awaits you. Know that heaven exists. Know that I exist. Know that I hear every word that you speak. Know that I am for always with you. Each of you has a small part of me in your heart. You may choose not to understand it. You may choose not to acknowledge it. You may choose not to accept it. My love is universal. It is unfolding. It is with you every moment of your life. I want you to know that on this special day and week, that all of your words are known to me. So follow my path that I light for you. Follow the guidance that I give you. Know that I am always with you. Know that you can always feel my energy, as I hope you are feeling it now as I speak directly to each of you that are listening. So know this. Know that my love is the greatest thing that you will ever know or understand. So on this day, I thank you for praying with me. You always have prayed to me in the past. This is a different and wonderful gift that I hope you will accept. Amen. Thank you for listening. Have a great Christmas.